piggies have learned how to saunter up staircases. I didn't think you could do that with hooves. Yeah, I can see that. Cool me.
That smell coming from her paint bucket. It's not paint. It's heavy
Red-dyed heavy fuel oil, intended for exclusive use in government vehicles, to be...
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank myself.
She really did it. She's proud of it too.
Or what? You'll push me off this ledge and pry the bucket from my dead hands? Hello again, officers. Ooh. Not only have you found my...
She does have eyes that seem to be smeared with coal.
Does anyone in a city like this? It doesn't have to do anything at all.
The inspiration will come to her once.
Shoot, piggy. It's what you do, isn't it? I ain't no snitch, pigs.
Actually,
We weren't put on...
This door is made of metal and appears to be number 28.
let's see if anyone...
No one answers.
Looks like the young man we are looking for isn't home. I think our bet... We should return tomorrow after we have finished with our day's work. How about 9 p.m.? Sound good? The smoker on the balcony. This is why we're here.
Suddenly, don't worry. It's mostly...
Tomorrow, 9 p.m., right here. Apartment number...
Damn. Turns out it's quite... Remember, tomorrow. He's probably gone for today. Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Still no word, I'm afraid, sir. I know it must be frustrating. Was there anything else you wanted? Just a moment.
10-4, come in, officer. Over. 10-4, sir, glad to hear that. I'll write down that there is no need to issue a new one to you then. Over. 10-4, sir, glad to hear that. Roger that, 10-10, over and out.
A metallic drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks into place. The pry bar feels useful for opening all sorts. It's robust. Weather lets you see things in the pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. The white suede feels luxurious. Rust peels off the bent iron posts of the swing.
In this yard?
He's assessing the situation.
Someone thought they could have a summer house in a bloc obscur for cheap. It didn't work out. They abandoned it, but practically it's not an official term in any way, but look around. No sewage, broken power lines, crime, drugs. Yes, for you to scavenge like a post-apocalyptic scavenger who collects.
It's not meant as...
We should move. I don't...
The worn and beaten...
You can revisit the bench.
You're not sure about the melody, but it...
Welcome to the fishing village. Please lean in closer. I have cataracts. Oh, welcome, police officer.
We are not here to...
Trouble? Say the second thing, Bratan! Shows you got style!
Oh, of course. Last time we saw you around here was 12 years ago. You also came to take care of Trouble then. Wish you did. But still, in Martinez, you're considered an ill omen. Oh, the usual. Dark tidings.
That's you, all right. A black hound licking your own heels.
No, not you personally. I meant the RCM. Some of the men got in. He was brooding, needed some help opening the door.
She says it as if he was on some kind of spiritual...
Maybe they are, because you're an ill omen. But you're still welcome here. As long as men with guns aren't chasing you. I'm sorry there's not a lot of room to park the motor car. Ah, look at me ramble on. What brings you to us? Stay? Well, that said, if lodgings is what you're looking for, I've got a free room in the shack. I won't charge you for it. Take it as a gesture of goodwill from the village to the RCM. Oh, don't. It's your choice. No skin off my teeth. My kids grew up and left like they do. The house is long empty now. I don't make an old woman.
Well, if you are not in the hostel in the morning, I'll know where to find you.
He's a little relieved you're no longer in that room.
Finally, you have those lamos of Martinez off your back, Bratan! This looks like a great place to...
Not much. There's the abandoned church, the DeLorean Church of Humanity. Some things just don't fly, officer. Look around.
So, they don't...
No, we've tried, but things just keep happening.
She's not telling you all she knows. Keep her talking.
Well, Where's that music? Music from a... And now, suspicious-looking people.
Interesting. You could look into this ruckus.
Before you get to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex, or some kind of electrical plant. Run, I don't know exactly. A pre-war place. Of note, the old fish market up on the boardwalk. But it's closed. No one. That's why it's closed. Now, what can we do? What? You're one of those real... Used to be a supply depot, we think. And now you know everything there. Me? No one. Just an old washerwoman. Mother called. Now it's your turn, Mr... Quite a handle you got there.
She's got a couple of ranks herself. Honored chief and so on.
Eh? What's this about? Come now, I can't read all this scribble. Huh, I might be half blind, but it looks like part of the village is gonna be a street. Have you asked Lillian about this? I won't even consider signing till I know she's on board. She's right over there. Yes, you do that. God let fat me...
She is not impressed by a cop running errands for a local... Honorable one, you have accumulated a substantial amount of honor points on your life path. You are a man most... Oh, the modesty on this. You are on the fast track to becoming one of the rarest, most revered of all police officers, living in the name of virtue, and selflessness forms the basis for the warrior code. An ageless code. No. You see, you're putting the needs of others above yours. Don't think about it too much. Just say it. Are you ready to get knee-deep? You continue to display such humility. This good. You feel even among the honor comes from deep within you. You need to bring the thumb of your right hand, your sword hand, to your rectum and stick it in there to form the Arch of Honors. Most dishonorable are those who have known honor. You brought much shame on your family today. The scruffy-haired little boy, the other one, looks indistinguishable from him. The kids don't reply. Observe the stone-kicking one.
He looks just like me.
The boy doesn't answer.
You're bad with kids. Don't worry, everyone is. How about we do some police work now?
The stone...
He looks just like me.
The boy...
You're bad with kids. You're right there.
Hello, mister.
She clutches a small stuffed animal. Occasionally, she twirls it around.
Oh, I had gloves.
Where did you get these gloves?
Found them when Lemmy and I were playing hide and seek.
She doesn't want you to think she stole them.
I hid them. The twins were going to take them. They're stupid.
We are going to need those gloves.
Oh. They're in my sandcastle. Behind our house. Under the sand. You can break the castle. It's not very good. It's a grouse!
You might be able to get on Gart's good side if you make up for the skewer you broke.
Sure, just go and get it. I don't like it anyway. It looks angry. Yes. They don't want to play with me. They look the same. Sometimes they look... My mom's outside. and I don't really know about my dad. Bye!
Weather has not been kind to Lily's little sandcastle. The once mighty towers are quickly
The little castle? The reigning lord must have come.
The walls and floors give way to the giant's greed.
Congratulations. That's...
The door has seen better days. The layer of paint has started to...
I'll wait outside to give you... After we are done with the day.
The key turns. On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror. Your hand trembles as you scratch your cheek. Oh no. Thank God. I would have cut your throat.
Hi, officer. Anything I can help you with? The name is Lillian. People call me Netpicker.
Ask her about the cool sword. Helps to break the ice.
Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of a story. It's to intimidate folks, mostly. Not really. I know some basic moves, and I know it sure as hell beats a knife when you're in a tough spot. It's a regular mass-produced sword, like a shovel or an axe. From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men. Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. And one of them, I ended up marrying. Con. To the waves. The sea took him. It was a long time ago. He didn't respect the sea. Went out there, drunk like a skunk, and sure enough... Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles. Us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy. I buried him, mourned for an appropriate amount of time, and went on. Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids.
This is neither a touchy. She looks like she's ready to go on a date with another.
Do it! Hit on the widow! It's the right thing to do!
Sure is. The sun, I call her, coated with a fresh layer of tar just yesterday. It'll take some time for it to dry, assuming the sunny days continue. Where are you? What a nice...
She sounds incredulous about the niceness of...
Aye, if you say so. Probably better that way. I mean, who likes construction noise? Let's see. Who are you looking for? I don't think I know what these are. Care to elaborate? Aha! Like snowmen. 2 odd guys have been wandering around here, nose in sand, talking nonsense about snowmen in the I don't really know. Further down the peninsula, I guess. I mean, that's where they were heading. Who else are you looking for besides snowmen? Well, how can I assist you then, officer? Like I said, fish mostly. Sail the waves. I sell the fish to people in the delta to... Sometimes I also walk to the beach to see what the...
Keep it professional, man. Don't make... This is what is called a conversation. You don't have to be guarded right now.
Fine by me.
You stop mid-step.
That bottle, Bratan! Just look at that!
In this drunk's hand, on the pipe there, glowing...
Oh, I think this is about so...
The noxious odor emanating...
Don't you call her? Yeah! Don't call Abigail! Abigail.
Abigail is his wife or girlfriend. You're not going to get anything out of this guy. He's too drunk.
Hey, Tequila! Good to see you. So what's happening? Yeah, Tequila Sunset.
He says it like it's obviously your... Good. These people know your true name.
I like this guy. You should too. He respects you by calling you your true name.
It's good to hear that you're on top of things. Talking about used to, did you know that I used to be a real mover and shaker? Sadly, things aren't going that well in Idiot Doom Spiral Land.
This guy's your buddy. You feel it immediately. You belong to an organization, a fraternity. Idiot Doom Spiral, huh? This is bound to be a good,
We are saving... Place! Okay, we're drinking. We're drinking alcohol. So now, it's a pirate's life for me. You too,
Good to see you, friend.
Does he actually know you? Or is he just shopkeep friendly?
So what do you want? I got smokes. They're cheap. Very cheap. I got Pilsner. Great deal. You won't get a better deal on that piss.
See? There it is, Bratushka! The spirit! It's our end game! Snap out of it, Bratan! This is no time for melancholy introspection. Bratan, you don't understand! You have to buy it from him! Get it off him!
The lieutenant looks at you, looking at the bottle of spirits, then at Rosemary, suspiciously.
In the civilized world,
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you. The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation appears in stark contrast. Nothing happened.
I don't think that's going to work.
This cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built. It shackles together. You see a yellow circle with two X's and a big curve below them that looks like a mouth. You're pretty sure you haven't seen it, but there is something blindingly modern about this symbol. He takes off his glasses.
No. Looks like a dead man smiling. Suggests junior delinquency. I haven't seen that sticker before, and I'm not a youth. That level of conceptual thinking is not part of my skill set.
There's nothing like the sound of a sticker unpeeling. Now it's voila. Looks very modern. You're part of the future brigade now. And so the carving on the door is block-like, and the surface is smooth from the wind, but moist to the touch. The padlock passes through a staple that's been hastily... Should you want to get through, it might be easier to just pry the hole.
Maybe we should circle the building.
There is a touch of guilt.
Can you hear the pulsing bass underneath the wind? A sure sign of...
There's something on the sea ice there. Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your... Someone has left an unidentifiable. It's streaked with dried seagull shit and tangled with pieces of sea. It seems likely that it was left in the surf.
Please tell me you're not taking that with you. It's a guano-encrusted jacket.
And Mikhail noticed the windows, especially with how there are no windows on the south side. You officers, come to investigate the historic subtext of West Martinez? I'm Tran Heilostam. You must be Kim Kituragi, right? I was just telling my son about this building. Not a lot of people realize...
Nice to meet you.
Oh yes, so Mikhail. They had to deal with monitor glare, especially in the summer. They still had vector monitors back then. That was 49 years ago. No, I can't say that we've met before, but I've heard of Kim, of course. Mikhail, say hi to the officers. Mikhail's a little tired today. We spent all night trying to run Orbis on his radio computer. Have you heard of it? It's a programming language used in Grad. Quite tricky.
The man speaks in the artificial cadence of a professor.
But I assume you're not here for giant worms when there are so many real things to see. Just as I was telling Mikhail before,
This man is your half-brother. You feel it. But why? Well, get a load of this guy. He really enjoys his trivia. The Orbis programming language was named after its inventor, Victor Orbis, a cybernetician from Grad.
Aha! But it's not just any empty old building. What not a lot of people know is, this used to be the R&D department of Felt Electrical. And Felt, which now sells ink cartridges mostly, was once a top dog in the turn of...
Hold on. What's R&D?
Apologies, it's an acronym for research and development. They don't use it anymore. You're probably more familiar with RT...
Mea culpa. You are not familiar with that one either. It looks old and weathered. With seagull.
That's not surprising. Only a vestigial ink cartridge and ferrotape manufacturer remains. They started out as a midway electronics outfit in Königstein 2 centuries ago. After an aggressive move to Revachol, Feld still. Tricentennial was beating them in business machines. But Feld had an ace up their sleeve. Or should I say, they were developing an ace up their sleeve. It was here in Martinez, possibly in this very building, that an elegant folding mechanism of rollers and ferrotape ribbon, which is a feat of engineering even today's giants, Rehm, ICN and ZAM, haven't achieved yet. Indeed.
The revolution!
Unfortunately, their moonshot project never made it to the market. Feld's move to Revachol backfired. The revolutionary government liquefied their assets. All of this was built by Feld, even the boardwalk. Wild Pines built Martinez proper as a resort for their middle management. Feld built this side of town for R&D. Oh, I'm afraid it didn't end well for the boys. But this story is a bit too dark for little Mikhail.
He means that the boys got shot by the communists. The boys were bourgeois.
Tape computers. They used them for military communications, but also to write and send out press releases. What's the Mars Decree? I mean the radio transmission sent out to...
A short-lived legislative found...
It's a beautiful piece of text, actually. A singer-songwriter I know, Charette, called it a love poem to Revachol on her political concept album, Bombecer dans le Lind. I tried to get Mikhail to memorize it. Tried to. Someone was much too interested.
The kid takes a peek at the green and silver worm on...
But of course. What else? No, thanks to you.
Pick your brain. You see, a once bright mural towering up A slogan used to intertwine with...
Looks like tomorrow never came.
Here we go. Nice.
There's a cylinder.
Who's there?
Is that the police? Why are the police here?
Don't worry, Gary. I'll hand... So what do I...
That's sarcasm. He takes no pleasure.
Oh, no. It's all right. I'm just busy. Of course. Thank you for passing along the message. That damn water lock is broken, and we can't go all the way around the A81. Oh, good.
Did he say we can go back?
Yes, Gary! We can go soon! If you see Lena, tell her...
Sir.
I just have to do one more round. See if the phasmid is...
For all his passion, this man is diligent and patient. You could learn things from him.
I've just always liked animals, and...
He seems reluctant to talk about himself, but he'll open up, if you prod a little.
No. Very few cryptids are ever discovered, and not for a lack of trying. Of the list of cryptids kept by the Cryptozoological Society of Chemney, which is 4,082, 2 are categorized as confirmed discoveries. The rest are in differing stages. Yes, the Chateauquan forest pygmy, who turned out to be an extinct species of primate. And we cryptozoologists are brutally honest with ourselves, more so even than the public. With cryptids, most cryptids are hoaxes or they are never found. That does not mean we should stop searching. In fact, it is 0.05% ever.
He has clearly done his math on this. There is no surprising him or swaying his opinion.
It's not child's play. Just because I have to traipse through... Real. I know you think one is a respectable profession, while the other is superstition. Everyone does. Indeed. My methods do not differ from other scientists. No, as I said, I have...
Interesting. Something for...
Yes? Well, they may not look impressive, but Lena designed them quite cleverly. Yes. Simple. Attracted by the locusts, the phasmid crawls down. At least, that's the intention. Locusts. Nearly all known
Inside the traps, a meat-eating stick insect. Does it pretend to be the reeds as part of its ambush behavior?
Thank you for your opinion.
Not a big fan of skepticism.
Yes. What?
Hello, I'm Gary, Yellow Man. I mean, officer.
The lieutenant raises Yellow Man. Interesting.
I'm just waiting for my friend Morel to finish up with his insect traps so we can return to civilization. I like nature, just not this bloody coast. It's mostly drunks and degenerates that come here. dark times will do that to good men.
Serious question time. This man is no innocent. No one.
My mug? Why would you think that? Oh, no, that's not... Why would I be calling to a broken mug? Okay. You're not going to find me, are you? Whew. I don't know what got into me, really. Work has been stressful lately. Damn Koiko's price dumping us out of competition.
What did you do, Gary?
Nothing. Just answering some questions. Helping out the law. I know a guy who works with the trash collection services. CS me so I can use the Whirling's trash compactor to store my own stuff. Garbage disposal is expensive as hell. The damn... I'm sorry, okay? I thought I could cut costs. I shouldn't have.
Disgraced? No need for the histrionic, sir. It was, after all, just a trash container.
He studies his reaction. Gary doesn't answer.
Officer, please. Let me explain. It's not like that. I was only cleaning up. I live right across the yard from where he was hanged, and I saw him stripped naked. All the clothes lying around in the yard, smelling. Then I came out to clean up the rags, because no one else would. I put them into the Whirling's trash, along with a broken mug, admittedly. Okay. I was
Right. It was just...
Exactly. As he shifts uncomfortably, a series of clicks, like the clinking of glass beads.
What sound? Really? There's lots of weird stuff out here in the reeds, though. Insects, trash. I hope I could help your investigation, in my small way.
Does this mean you were in his apartment, admiring his colonial mug collection? Perhaps it would be interesting to tell him.
Not many Sealites here, or anywhere. No.
Sounds like some conspiracy topic. You might be able to discuss it with him when the lieutenant isn't here, if you can remember it. An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it.
It's military. The washerwoman mentioned a depot at the code.